The big issue is the pandemic, and it continues to be the pandemic. And there is a case to be made for global vaccinations and getting rid of the pandemic. What would be the return to investment by rich countries if they do invest in global vaccinations? That return would be 120 times of their investment. The world is connected through a global trade and production network. There is no trade-off between the health and the economic side. If we don't get rid of the pandemic in China, we are going to suffer economic consequences here in Europe, in the United States. We are living in a globalized economy, and no economy is an island. What this means is when we do policies, health policies or economic policies in one country, we cannot do it in a vacuum without thinking about consequences on other countries and the policies of other countries on us. In fact, we estimated not vaccinating poor countries, having the pandemic raging in poor countries, is going to cause 3% of 2019 GDP of rich countries. Now, what would have happened if we think the reverse? So what would have happened if the rich country A invests in vaccinating everyone in poor country B? That would actually deliver a return to rich country A investment of 120 times instead of the 3% GDP loss. The policy takeaway from here is that we live in a globalized world, and a shock like COVID means that we have to coordinate our policies, because whatever we do in one country is going to affect the other country. And this is true for both health policy and economic policy. In fact, there is no trade-off between the health policy and the economic policy. They are one. There is an economic case for global vaccinations. Once you do global vaccinations and get rid of pandemic everywhere, the economic benefits are going to be realized also everywhere.